Okay, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, Abgay, Millstone, who do rule well and teach well. And shalom to the whole full elect man, you I can push in his word throughout the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure. Shalom, shalom. And there's going to be titles, something to the effect of cherishing this truth, okay, because this truth, is not given to everybody, and on top of that, this doctrine, right, because you have a lot of Jake that understand that they're Israelites because the Most High blessed them and to receive this ministry or this truth, but he didn't bless them to fully understand this thing, man. Which is why you Akim that are able to believe on the whole truth, teach, make lessons that want to want to grow in the spirit, want to do this. Hey man, you gotta cherish. You gotta cherish that feeling, right? That spirit that's on you. Okay. This is the book of Romans. Actually, Salakia. I'm gonna start at John 14, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever, you see. Because we're getting ready to come into a time of Jacob's trouble, and we understand that day is a day of evil. Okay? But we're going to be comforted. Why? Because Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai has given us that eyesight. You can read that in the book of Revelations, to be able to see. Verse 17, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you. I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. Okay? Verse 19, yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more, but ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also. And that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and ye in me, and I in you, and I in you. Okay? So, hey, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, has blessed you to receive this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, so that you may be comforted in this time to come. What these other 2/3 have not been able to receive, man. These people out here in the world that laugh and that mock and that just don't understand. Okay, that's why you got to cherish this truth, man. It's not given to everybody. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 2 and verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. You see, faith is a gift of the Most High. And let me get this, Romans 11, because it ties into it. This is the book of Romans 11 and verse, I will start at verse 5. Even so then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. Okay, that is you got to have that. You got to read that with understanding. Because the scriptures say, by our works, by our faith, and by belief is how we shall deliver ourselves, okay? It's all that. Verse 7, what then? ? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Verse 8, according as it is written, the Most High has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And I have a precept pulled up in Matthew, the 25th chapter, going into on those that have received this truth and they did wrong by it. Okay, so, even on top of that, you Yakim that are on fire, doing what is needed to be to do, behind it, behind the camera and on the camera, right, doing your works, faith, walking, and pushing lawfully in this ministry. Amen. That is a blessing. Because you got Jake that knows they Israelites. They have this knowledge. They have this wisdom, but they sitting on it, man. Verse 9, and David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their and bow down their back always. Okay. So, hey, man, hey, verse 11, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their salvation is come unto the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness? Okay. But nonetheless, what? Israel has not attained that which he seeketh for. And what is the main thing you want to have is comfort. Going into Jacob's trouble. And there's, a time when you can't just access water, food, clothing, shelter at your needs, right? Warmth, right? At your leisure. That's when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is in the come for us, man. Look out for us through miracles. And what? We have the faith. We have the faith and the works and the belief that we're going to make it through. Okay, but what's happening to these 2/3? Hey, they don't know what's going on, man. They're going to go into Jacob's trouble, bugging out, tripping, having no sense of comfort, having no sense of direction. Okay? And this is why you got to cherish this truth, because this is what's going to allow us to get comfort in the time of Jacob's trouble. Hey, wisdom and understanding. For wisdom and knowledge shall be the... Salakia. Let me get that. Isaiah 33:6. So I don't butcher it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You see? Okay. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13. And I'm going to start at verse 12. Actually, 13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. Okay, you can break down these scriptures to a T. You can let them know that, hey, this is the only way you're going to be able to make it through Jacob's trouble, and not by any carnal means, and they still wouldn't understand you. You can show them the breakdowns of, Yahweh Shai, the milk, so on and so forth, and they're not going to be able to understand you, man. Or truly come into this thing all the way. Verse 14, and in them is fulfilled, Salakia. Yeah, verse 14, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's mind is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing. You see, hey, Esau, Edom, they're too stuck in the world, man. They're too westernized. They're too filled with the philosophy of here, America, Babylon the Great. Okay, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with the ears, and should understand with their mind, their heart, and shall be converted, and I shall heal them. You see? So the Most High has purposely blocked their eyes from seeing, right, the prophecies, and their ears from hearing these prophecies, so that the Most High does not heal them. But for you, brothers, verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which they see, and have not seen them. And we're coming into those times, man. You had which we understand that the prophets are here back then, again here today, right? But nonetheless, back then, what we wanted to see, I wanted to see how the 2/3 were going to get judged. We wanted to see, Leviathan. We wanted to see, these prophecies come to pass. We wanted to see the Lord, win. And now we're at that time. Okay. Hey, this is a perfect precept to go into my next one. Verse 18, hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word and the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received the seed by the wayside. You see? But he that received the seed unto stony places, the same as he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it, yet hath he not root in himself, but endureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. You know, you start, following the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. The dietary laws. You start moving different. You start not associating yourself with people in the world that you're dealing with. You start, focusing more. Your life starts getting in order. And then, you got, the Lord brings it to where, your mama Dukes is acting crazy. Your Eve starts acting crazy. Or your woman, she starts acting crazy. Brothers that have kids, your kids, they start acting up. You start stressing. The job place, they fire you for seeing you out there teaching. And you fall back into the world because you weren't able to have any root into yourself. You didn't count the cost. So you endured for a little bit, but you didn't continue on growing. So you just fell out. Right? But he also like it. Verse 22, he also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. He's focusing too much on things of the world, pleasing his woman, pleasing his, his flesh, riches, and things of that sort. Verse 23, but he that receiveth the seed, which the seed is talking about the word. When you see the Akim out there teaching out there in the highways and the byways, or these lessons, that's us sowing the seed. But he that receiveth the seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. And another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a good man which soweth good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna go into the tares and the wheat. When the Lord's gonna figure that out. But nonetheless, you're gonna have men that hear this truth and endure for a little bit, man. They receive, they taste, the glory, man. Let me get this. This is the book of Luke 9:62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Actually, it's like it. Yup. Nonetheless. And after no man. Alright, Con. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow, right, start working, and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Let me get this. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25. You want to make sure you're that sheep, man. 25, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. Then he that had received, I'm gonna start at verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto him his goods. But unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several abilities, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained another 2, right? They were flipping them, doing what they were needed to do, right? Putting that work in. But he that receiveth 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoned with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliveredst unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 more talents, or 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler of many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Go into, you did what you needed to do. Go into Jacob's trouble, knowing that I'm going to be dealing with you. 21, Salakia. Verse 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside him. You see, he didn't gather as many, right? He wasn't, maybe he's a little less on a level than the other brother ahead of him. But nonetheless, what happened? He was still pushing the work and doing what he needed to do. He said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler of many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. You're good. Go into Jacob's trouble chilling. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that. Salakia. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. Right, give here. Here's your talent. And this is him that didn't want to go out and teach, but he knew what the truth. The Lord blessed him with his faith, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He gave him that talent. Didn't want to put in that work. Too busy, focusing on, things of the world. Had no root in him. He just wasn't on fire like that. Didn't really think right about, what he was involved in. He was, that's why he was scared. Didn't have no faith, which is why, hey, man, your brothers that are out there doing the work, bro, hold on to that spirit, man. Going out to the highways and the byways and doing the work. That's what, hey, making your body a living sacrifice. That's one of the greatest things you can do, right? That's you showing the Lord you have faith. And faith is a gift, man. Look what's going to happen to those that don't have faith. I'm going to get another precept in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Y'all brothers know where I'm going with that. Which is why we got to cherish this truth, man. We're blessed to be able to do what we're doing, man, and we're still continuing on to do it. And we're getting ready to come into the time of cashing this out, man. This talent out. And you don't want to be like this dude. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not strawed, Salakia. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto them which have 10 talents. You see, give me what the Lord blessed you with, right? Salakia. Give me what I have blessed you with, and I'm going to bless another brother there, even go on more fire, even more wisdom, more knowledge. For unto everyone that has shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he has. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So, amen. Bless, cherish this ministry for you sincere brothers, man. You sincere Akim, which you already do. But nonetheless, this is just, I don't want to die, it's exhorting. Verse 31, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth the sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats onto the left. Verse 34, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from what? The foundation of the world. Okay, this has already been, the elect have been sealed from the foundation of the world. Let me also get this. Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. But back at 2nd Ezra 15, because I didn't want to prove that, what's going to happen to those, like that one dude that had that 1 talent, and he was scared because of his lack of faith and his slothfulness. Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Bang. I can cherish this truth. Right? Verse 35, for I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Okay. Technically, you're doing right by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay. So this is the book of, I'm going to start at verse, Matthew 11:17. 16. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? What is this generation likened to? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. You see? And how are we piping unto you? Because the Lord has blessed us, Akim, to receive this ministry, this word, this truth, this song. That's how we're piping with this song. Revelations, I'm going to start at 14 and verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb, right, Yahushua stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, right, which is the elect. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And what? No man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. This is the book of Matthew, back at Matthew 25 and 34. Then shall the king say unto them, come on his right hand. Salakia. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world, man. Akim, we are blessed beyond measure. Hang on to this ministry. Hang on to this truth. Like a deer, like if you found the girl of your life, right? You found the perfect, most perfect girl, sweetest, everything. Just she's a 10 all around. Hang on to her, man. And even the Lord, Sirach, actually that's why I have to pull up Sirach 4 and verse 11, because the Most High even likened this truth unto a woman, this wisdom unto a woman. Okay. And I'm just going to go straight to the point. Yeah, I'll just get straight to, Yep. I'm going to start at verse 13. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. Okay, because she doesn't deal with everybody, man. If you heard this truth, and you received it, that's her. That's his wisdom saying, yes, I allow you to marry me. And what happens if you go back into the world? You're going off. You cheated on her. Salaki. There's no such thing as cheating. Salaki. But you go back into the world. You put her away. That's going off. You put her away after you done married her. Okay. Without cause to go deal with, another woman that already has multiple men. Right? If you can catch the drift. Because these other philosophies, the ways of the world, man, all that, all them other gods and shit, those are all different. Those are all different women that were made by different men. Okay? And this wisdom, this was what? By Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 14, they that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord does love. You see? So what? You gotta cherish this truth, man. Hang on to it. Let no man take thy crown. Endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai, man. Understand what you are involved in, and understand the importance of the Lord allowing you to receive this ministry, man, allowing you to receive this faith, this understanding, this brotherhood, this, this whole, the names, man, faith in the names, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. And knowing you're not walking after the ways of these dudes as, like Chief Ephraim and these other congregations that call on Christ, knowing that calling on Christ is calling on a different deity and it's off. But guess what? You understand that and you push that. Okay? So, yeah, man, cherish this truth, man. Hold fast to what that has. Because we're getting ready to come into Jacob's trouble already, man. No bullshit. We down the street. We are sincerely down the street. Now, you should be able to see all the things that are happening across the globe right now and say to yourself, yeah, I've been fucking around, whatever, you're talking about you jakes that, that aren't doing what you need to be doing. Get right, man. Yeah, you've been, yeah, I've been fucking around. I've been doing this. I was doing this. And I wasn't taking this serious. I wasn't trying to really come into it. All right, well, now it behoove you to get right, man. That's why I make these lessons, man. To exhort, edify, right? Let me get this. First Corinthians 14:3. But he that prophesies speaking unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort, man. This is for all that, edification, to exhort you to keep pushing, to prophesy, let you know what's going on, and to give you comfort. Okay, man, you still got time. The doors of mercy are still open. The famine of the word still hasn't came. But soon some shit's going to happen, bro, where the Lord's going to cause the famine of the word to come. And that's when you're going to wish you were doing what you needed to do. So with that, man, hey, I don't want to die. This was edifying.